Hi, everyone. It's Corey Krill, Manager of State Energy Policy at HPBA, joining you here today to give you a short preview of what we at HPBA anticipate to see in state capitals across the country in 2024. While there is regulatory and executive branch policy happening year-round, today we'll focus on what we think could happen in legislative sessions across the country, as most of them reconvene at the beginning of the new year. Beginning in Colorado, through coalition partners, we anticipate there being filed a standards bill. In 2023, a standards bill passed, but not before many edits by HPBA due to the diligence of the Rocky Mountain affiliate and HPBA staff. In Minnesota and Michigan, we're anticipating there could be some sort of bill that would impact our industry. We're not sure the shape of the language yet, but we're watching it closely as those sessions begin to reconvene at the beginning of the new year. In Maine, we have our first pre-filed bill of the year that impacts the folks of HPBA. This bill says that no new gas lines can be constructed in the state that isn't already serviced by the gas company. Obviously, that's a bill that would impact our folks and those who sell, install, and service gas appliances. So we'll keep an eye on this bill to see if it moves anywhere during their legislative session. In Vermont, if you'll remember last year, the state legislature passed what's called the Clean Heat Standard. This bill essentially gave regulators the authority to put together a plan that was a potential tax on fossil fuel distributors. This bill would impact our members, making fuel more expensive. So we will have to see what the plan looks like once it's presented again to the legislature to vote on for a final time. Once that plan is revealed, we'll let the folks in the Northeast and Vermont know and make actions accordingly. In New Jersey, Governor Murphy there signed an executive order in 2023 that broadly asked the utilities to lower emissions from the gas sector. He's given them until the summer to come up with a specific plan. Coalition partners in New Jersey, along with HPBA, are asking the legislature to play a role in this so that any action that would restrict access to consumers has to go through the legislative branch. So we're working closely, hoping that legislators will take up the mantle and help protect consumer access. In Maryland, the University of Maryland and the Maryland Department of the Environment released a climate pathway report this fall. This report explored ways the state could reach its climate goals. The report itself was a little light on specific details of how the state would get there, but we anticipate that since this report was published, that there may be a bill or several that follow along and try to instate some of these potential climate goals. In Nebraska, this is a state we're targeting for a potential fuel choice bill. So far, there have been 25 states that have passed such bill. Just a refresher, fuel choice is a bill passed at the state level that precludes any local government, city, county, town, or otherwise, from passing any restrictions on the fuel choice consumers can use. So we're hoping that Nebraska elevates this bill as a priority and passes it, protecting folks in Nebraska from local bans. We had hoped at the beginning of the year that Virginia would be a state that could fall into the fuel choice category, but due to its elections and the results in 2023 and the split in majorities in their state legislature, we don't think that can happen and pass this coming session. We go into a more comprehensive detail on the 2024 efforts and how you can be involved in an upcoming podcast with the Firetime Network. If you're interested in learning more, follow the link below. That's all for me today. Thanks.